Scorpio. I know I talked about a lot in the first part, so the second part, kind of want to slow it down for you. So what mainly is important to encounter this month is taking aligned action, actionable steps that work for what you need, because that's what helps everything go quicker. Again, those decisions that you make, the actions that you take. Now, that's what will quickly change things. Whether you're wanting quick or not, there goes the kitty. One kitty. There is a lot to maybe move on from. Maybe that alignment was coming from a lack of purpose. Now everyone's purpose isn't going to be like a physical thing. Like, for example, tarot is just a really fun way of implementing everything that I've learned, because I've always liked cards. But the places like I've only heard like flack about cards until I've introduced people to, like, people would be scared of them. Even in all the communities I've come from, think they're kind of, darker, but they're not. They're the balance of it all. You have to be able to see it all. You can't be passive. You have to take a look at the subconscious. And there is some things to level out. So there's some things to get clear on. And maybe balance out karmically. Either way, you will get, whether it's legal or just an extreme turn of events are happening. First within you, because within you is how you become unstuck again. Maybe you do something and get out of your comfort zone, or get into your body, which means working out or doing something that involves, really focusing on your bodies and the attention there. Why is that important? For any water sign, it's more important than most, because your intuition is so keen, and water makes up most of your body. And being a Scorpio, seeing the depth of it all, being in the intimacy of it all, that being your continuous path here has a lot to do with how you portray yourself. And then also how you speak on yourself. How you invite yourself into your mind, even that visualization, that saying, which is creating what you need. And if any defensiveness comes up on either side, either party, if you're relating to someone else or talking with someone else, this could be very much a clear indication that this is a situation you've been in before. Something that now needs to be handled with a different attitude, perhaps a different mindset. Being in Sagittarius season, you can learn to grasp different things emotionally, physically. It's trusting that feeling lack of, and I'm reminded that rock bottoms, whether emotionally, what you feel and what you handle, what you're able to handle, and then what you're able to be able to disclose with yourself. Again, seeing yourself, facing that, whatever fear that comes up, especially if you're Scorpio rising, Libra in the 12th house, it's very clear now. It becomes clearer now as things move into Capricorn. The retrograde didn't start, but Capricorn is now in Venus by the time this comes out. And wherever you have Capricorn in your houses, Pluto is also there. So in some way, shape, or form, Pluto, for any Scorpio risings, that would be your third house. So no wonder it's so many aspects why this is the overall overarching theme of your life, involving you in every, your career, your home life, how you view yourself, how you want to view yourself, how you want to take certain parts of yourself and utilize them in different areas, And that's where the balance can become. And it can make you tired at first too. And you might need to state to people like what your boundaries are, what you're working on. No need to explain yourself too much, but especially in those intimate relationships, it's going to be different moving forward, I'd say. You're taking a different approach, maybe more unexpected. And it's something that weighs heavily in how you approach your entire life. Like, exactly like we said before, you're the system. And these two spiritual beings. So there's a spiritual aspect to this as well. A spiritual change. Maybe a wake-up call. For some of you, that drastic for sure. For others of you, it's something that's been coming into contact and you know that you need that, like whatever faith you can start diving into now, whether you want to join a religion or look into religions or research them or find a community. More than ever, I think you need that for yourself. It will give you more strength for the long haul. And then also just be very careful or wary of any promises people make you, especially if they're a Taurus or a Leo. Maybe a Taurus and a Leo have much to offer to you during this time. They could be both people who want to weigh their opinion, and you don't really, that's not what you need. You seem to need more emotional support than anything else right now. And more emphasis on the faith, though. More emphasis on what keeps you going when everything may be going wrong. Think back to those times. It's going to be helpful for the road ahead. Especially right now, and having patience with yourself along the way. Having patience even with these people who don't seem to understand the grieving process, perhaps. Or where you may need to face where it is that, where what has we talked about in the beginning, what part of that's being stuck is a part of what you keep looking back to instead of looking forward, instead of going a different way. There needs to be some type of change in that way in your life, or the Capricorn energy is all asking you to find something that can provide stability. These are both fixed signs and immutable signs. So they understand. It's just that you, even if something you can grasp, you also have to feel it all the way into yourself and what you've been through personally, going along the lines with whatever this philosophy is or whatever this different way of seeing things. You have to feel it through your entire being, right? That's how deep it goes for you. Not everyone understands that. So take any information as you will, whether it's from the stars or actual people, and process it. Give yourself a moment. Capricorn season is a great time to do this. Why? Because that's very earthly. Capricorn knows when you face anything head on, whether it's emotions or whatever it is, that something's going to produce from it. Because you're putting an effort there. Sometimes the effort is to not put any effort, but you're paying attention. You will be surprised at the amount of emotional growth Capricorn has to go through in their life to be in the season of death. Like Scorpio season is the season of death, but it's more of the transformation of it. It's the in-between. It's what mediumship is, how heavy that energy can be. Messing with the dead, doing rituals, all these different things that could happen, like that we even may have seen. And Capricorn has to live with it and build from it. Turn something from nothing. Turn a nothing into something, just like Cancers know how to do. That purpose. Their purpose is to build. So while they're building, we're all wandering around wondering what our purpose is. Because Capricorn's like, duh, build. And you're like, build what exactly in this ocean? What do you want me to do? How about I go all the way down and anchor us? That's not an easy ask for you. That's why there's so much light for you this month. That's all for you to feel the warmth. And then the fire of, how do you say it? Thaw. You're thawing. I know it's not even like we haven't been through winter yet, but there's something in you that's thawing from all this information that has come out. Maybe there's for some of you, information is coming out about something you can't control, about something you could also have lost someone recently, or it might be an anniversary, and I'm very sorry to hear that, of someone's death, and it brings you through this whole turmoil. Once again, you remember, when it happened, or how old you were, or where you were at that time in your life, and I think that causes for a very fortuitous spin, because you're willing to face it and look, and then you have options to commit to. You're able to handle things so much better. This is only getting you to a very long stride for yourself. All right, Scorpio, remember many steps, but you're gonna get there, and you're already there somewhere in the dimension. We'll see you next month.